Yo, what's up, y'all? Thanks for coming back. Thank you for coming back. As you can see, today's format is a little bit different. I have the camera on a tripod, and I'm actually just gonna show you guys how I tweak this little glide cam before I go on a shoot. I have a really busy day today, and I'm gonna be juggling around. I'm actually not gonna be vlogging today's shoot, so if you wanna stay in tune with today's shoot, you know what you gotta do. You gotta follow the Instagram. On the Instagram, I will post an on-set picture, just in case you wanna get a sneak peek. This is a tool that's useful on video production sets, and it has a very useful purpose. This is pretty much equivalent to a glide cam. This gives you liquid smooth or smooth floating shots if tuned and balanced correctly. This is a cheap, no-name S40 eBay glide cam. I actually do own an original glide cam with the vest and the arm. However, I like to use this because this is quick, easy to balance, it requires no tools, and it's cheap and it's affordable. So I figure if I show you guys how to balance it, you guys might be inspired to order it, because this is a tool that every filmmaker or somebody who's into video production should own, because it adds a lot of production value to your shoot. So let me show you what it looks like. This is a really small one. These come in all different sizes, but since this is a low budget model, it's gonna look a little bit thinner and smaller than the others, but don't worry about it. Don't let the size fool you. This thing works well. I've used this on sets, and I've used this on many shoots, and it did the job. It actually extends, as you can see. It has a little locking tab right here, little locking tab, and you can lock it and loosen it to extend the length. This is the max length. It's about 1.5 feet maybe. This is for small DSLR and mirrorless cameras. It comes with weights on the bottom so it can counterbalance the weight that you put on top. The weights are real easy to adjust, real easy to balance, real clean setup. I own the glide cam, and the glide cam is not this clean. Make note that I do own the older glide cam. I own the glide cam 2000, but it still suffices. It has the bolts on the bottom where you can tighten up and loosen and adjust everything. Up top, you'll find your quick release plate. The quick release plate is used to attach the camera. This plate is what you put the camera on. You'll also notice that I'm using a light stand. This is a secret trick that I like to do before balancing these things, and I'm gonna show you why I use this. This light stand acts as a third arm, and it keeps it at level height with the human body. You don't have to crouch, you don't have to duck down. Chill, stop busting on my gear, chill. This is work gear, chill, say no. You don't have to duck down, you don't have to bend your back, you don't have to crouch over to balance it or tweak it or do it on the table or nothing. You can adjust this light stand to your height, and you can balance it on any surface. This makes it a lot easier. If you use a light stand with balancing a glide cam, a fly cam, or anything of this nature, it'll definitely be a lot easier. So first thing I'm gonna do is tighten this up. My setup usually requires the longest length, so I set it up to the maximum length. Now I'll take this. As you can see, this quick release plate comes with a knob. The knob has a level. I'm sorry if you guys can't see the level. There's a level right here. There's a level. So if you take this level, you loosen it. When you loosen the knob, the quick release plate comes off. Now this quick release plate has two, you could say, butterfly knobs where you can twist and lock it to your camera. So after you have the quick release off, now you want to attach it to your camera. For this demonstration, I'm going to attach the quick release plate to a Sony a7S with a Sigma 10 to 20mm wide angle lens. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to actually use the back screw. It may vary depending on your lens and depending on your camera setup. For this particular setup, I use the back screw. So I'm going to take the back screw, and then I'm going to put it in the 1/4" screw mount that's under the camera, and I'm going to take that butterfly, and I'm just going to turn it just to tighten it up. Now you don't want to overforce it. Do not overforce the screw. Make sure you tighten it snug, nice enough, but not too tight where you crack your camera base. Alright, so now that that's all tightened, make sure you adjust your focal length to the fixed focal length you're going to be using it at. Now you want to take your glide cam, and remember I said that there's knobs here? There's also another knob below it. The second knob allows you to adjust left and right, and the top knob allows you to adjust front and back. So what you want to do is, you want to make sure that these butterfly tabs on the bottom aren't sticking out because they'll prevent it from sliding forward. You want to make sure that your knob is all the way loose. Make sure it's nice and loose so that you can slide the quick release plate back in. After you slide the quick release plate in, you can lock it. Now in the beginning, I just do a general locking. I don't worry about the balance in the beginning. I just want to make sure that it's locked. So as you guys see from the gate, from the beginning, the balance isn't that far off. As you can see, it's dipping backwards. It's kind of dipping towards me like this. As you can see, right? You see it? So what I'm going to do is, I know my bottom weights are balanced. So I'm not really going to mess with that right now. What I'm going to focus on is the quick release plate. The left and right and the front and back. Because that's how you get this balance quick. I see it's tilting to the left. So I want to slide it a little bit over to the right, just the hairline. So I'm going to loosen this bottom knob for the left and right axis, and I'm just going to slide it over here. Small hairline slide over there. You see a small hairline. I'm going to slide it a little bit more. Beautiful. So as you can see, the center of gravity looks pretty good. And if you want me to throw this off for you, I'll throw this off for you again. Check it out. Just so you see that I'm doing it correctly. You see how it's off balance? Let's bring it back to balance. There's little numbers here. These numbers help you if you want to mark down the point of reference, so every time you use this camera with this lens and this tool, you don't got to go find the point again on set and waste time. Time is everything, y'all. Look how easy that was. So my left to right is looking pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with it right now. So I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna lock it and see if it fell off a place after I locked it. All right, so my center's looking pretty good. I feel like it's dipping forward a little bit, but just to teach you guys this lesson, I'm gonna throw it off of balance on the front and back axis. I'm gonna go like this, look it. You see how unbalanced that is? Now I'm gonna balance it for you really easy. I'm gonna bring it back, and I just wanna find the center of gravity. So I'm gonna bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Little hairline more. Keep moving at small increments. Almost there. Almost there. Still dipping forward slightly. Move some more. Alright guys, I'm about a hairline away. I'm about a hairline away from satisfaction, and I say right there. Alright, so now, as you can see, since I brought it back, it actually tilted a little bit. So now I want to fix the left to right axis again. Let me tighten up this axis. So it's leaning this way. I want it to move a hairline, just a hair fraction over this way. So let me loosen the left to right axis again and just push it just a hair over. Right there. Let's see. I like it, guys. It's looking really good. Let me lock it up. All right, so now let's see what it looks like. It looks pretty good, guys. All right, guys, so there's a test that you're supposed to do just to make sure that this thing is balanced correctly. They say, theoretically speaking, it should take 2 to 3 seconds for your camera to float down. If you do this, it should take at least 2 to 3 seconds for it to float down. Now, if it doesn't go in 2 to 3 seconds, don't beat yourself over the head. It's okay. Let's check it out. See, that's not that bad. Let's check it out again. That balance will work because the rest of the magic from this tool comes from user technique. It's a technique in using this. It takes practice. People think they're gonna buy this and straight out the box, they're gonna be doing cinematic shots. Although that's true, with some practice, if you don't know how to use it, it can actually look a lot worse than handheld. Now, this tool right here comes in handy because you don't need batteries. You don't need to worry about hooking up batteries. If you're using a 3-axis gimbal, you need to worry about tweaking, balancing. Yeah, you need to worry about tweaking and balancing like this, but it's a lot quicker, it's toolless, and there's no battery power required. So you don't have to worry about relying on a battery, external screen, joystick, etc., etc. Now let me move this light stand out of the way so you guys get an idea. So check it out. See how smooth that is? Check it out. It takes practice, you know, it takes the perfect walk. You know, you're supposed to walk, heel, flat foot, you're supposed to walk the correct way. You know, that's why they have vests. The vests usually help with the bounce. The vest also helps with your arm too, because after a while, a long period of time of doing this, let's say if you're at a wedding or if you're in a music video and you're on your 10th take, this ends up killing you. Like, this kills your arm. Your whole muscle in your whole arm ends up being sore. But it's a great tool. Like, the possibilities are endless. Bro, you got a really nice shot from a what? A $50 tool? A $40 tool? You can get this for anywhere from 40, 50 bucks. When these things first came out, when the glide cam first came out, like my glide cam, the one I mentioned earlier that I have with the vest and everything, the glide cam by itself was about 450 bucks. The vest was about another 400, 500 bucks. The arm was another 200, 300 bucks. So you're talking about for that whole setup, 11, 1200 bucks. And I got it when it was old, when it was already old news because they came out with new ones, with new glide cams. But when they first came on, that whole glide cam system and this whole mechanism came out, the Steadicam is really based off the Steadicam. Practice, guys, practice. Check it out, check it out. Practice, practice. If you guys want some test shots with this week, let me know. I ain't got time today. I'm gonna be on the shoot. I'm gonna be focusing. I'm on a real tight time frame, so I can't really vlog or none of that. This is the best I'm gonna do for today's vlog. But yeah, guys, and it's smooth. Check it out. It has a bearing in it. It's quiet, and you can do a variety of shots, y'all. You can do a variety of shots, you know? Practice. Practice makes perfect. And the best part about it is when you're done, you don't gotta worry about wrapping up 21 things in a big suitcase and big luggage and everything. All you do is you unscrew this, you push this up, you lock it, and after you lock it, that's it. It's done. And you can just go. And you can just go. Look how easy that is. Simple, sleek, it's professional. Personally, I like this. This is one of my go-to tools. And if you know how to use it, guys, this tool right here is priceless. I'm telling you, if you don't own one of these, you gotta get one. It takes practice, but listen, it'll all be worth it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Now I gotta put these lights away, clean up this mess, and get ready for the shoot. And to think, I wasn't even gonna vlog till the afternoon. All right, y'all, appreciate you. I gotta put this away. Thank you. Stop busting on my faded green shirt. Chill, it's Cheech and Chong though. You see that? Chill, what you know about that? Chill, what you know about that, Bato? What you know about that, essay? Say nah. I'll holla at you, alright? Peace.